Hi developers, are your API calls and your asynchronous tasks are slowing down your application? Do you know how we can execute multiple asynchronous tasks parallelly? Let's say in this example, we have 3 API calls and 1 asynchronous task. So we want to execute all these tasks parallelly so that you can get the response at once. You don't have to execute all these for tasks sequentially. You can run it in parallelly. So Java has to provide a function Promise.all. So we will use this function for running all these tasks parallelly. So here is a function. We will complete it here. Let's make it async function. Create a try catch block for handling promises. So let's say data, that is the variable that will hold your promise. And here let's wait for the promise constructor.all. Before I move ahead, let's understand Promise.all method first. So Promise.all method, that is a static method that takes a list of promises as input, list of promises. And it returns a single promise here. When all the input promises are fulfilled, then we say our promise is fulfilled. And when any of the input promises failed or rejected, then we say our promise is rejected, then it will go to the cache block. In case of rejection, it will go to the cache block. When it is fulfilled, it will be completed within the try block. It will also work fine when your promise is empty promise. It will be fulfilled. So let's give some input promises here. We have 3 APIs. So what we can do, let's copy that URL and write a fetch function here. And here let's handle then block, rest, and rest.json. So rest.json returns a promise. So that is a one promise. You can give multiple inputs, multiple promises. Let's copy and paste it 3 times. Let's make it 2 and finally we make it 3. So there is one more asynchronous task. You can handle it here in the promise like this. Let's say delay, give a 1 second delay. Then block and simply returns it. Let's give some message. Let's say delay it. So when your promise is fulfilled within the try block, so your Promise.all will always return a list of responses or the list of outputs. The number of inputs you give, number of promise inputs you give, so you will get the number of outputs in the same array list here. When it is rejected, it will throw an error here. So what you can do, simply console.error. So you give the error here. In case of rejection, when any of the input promise is rejected, it will go to the cache block and the first rejection reason will be printed here. Now we have the data. Let's destructure it. So we have 3 API and last one is a delay function that is just returning your message here, just returning your message only. Let's destructure it. So what we can do, let's create an array. We have products, that's product. We have cards, we have posts, and make it data. That is called array destructuring in JavaScript. And last one, because there are 4 items in the promise, so data will contain 4 items. So we can, the last one will be your message. Let's console. Let's say first you have products. Let's give the total number of counts generally we have. That is the key available in the response of all these 3 APIs. These are dummy API, dummy URL. Let's say product.cart. Let's say post.total. Let's say it's cards. And finally we have the message. Let's see the output at the console. Let's remove this. As you can observe, we got the response. We have the products, we have the cards. Let's say cards.total. So that you can see the total number of counts or items available in their array. So as you can observe, these are the items available and the last one is throwing the message delay. So this is the way to handle multiple asynchronous tasks parallelly. You don't have to write await for each promise. Just use await outside of Promise.all method. It is very easy. You will get all the responses or outputs in the data array in the same scenario as you give the input. Remember, these are all promises.